How can you use self leadership and create a global business online? Well, I actually haven't prospected a single person in 1.5 years. And I still came on the leaderboard of the company that I am working with. And I now have people who ask to join me and have asked what am I doing every day. So let me talk a little bit about self leadership. I think that you have seen, like I have seen, a lot of those ads and a lot of those people that say you just need to do one thing and then you will earn lots of hundreds of dollars in your first month. Well, I'm a little bit too old to believe in that. I will share what I have learned from my experience in work life, together what I have learned with having my business online, about self leadership and how you can use that to grow your business to a global business online working from home. If you're watching live, please say hello and where you're checking in from. And if you are watching the replay, please say or write hashtag replay and where you're checking in from. If I haven't met you before, my name is Gabriela Grotenfeld, and I work as an entrepreneur and have my own business from home, helping others to reach their dream, to have a business from home, to have time freedom and do things that they want to do. I started out as a manager for approximately 25 years. And I thought it should be so easy just to take all of my knowledge and go online and start talking about it, and I will get all the results that I wanted. I was so, yeah, it didn't work. But I had some self confidence because of my success as a manager. But I realized that to be online, you needed to use some new skills as well, and I needed to learn them. But the one thing that I have with me from my knowledge as a manager is actually about leadership and how I could use that leadership to to myself as self leadership. So I start after struggling a lot of time to think about I was my own employee. I was my own boss. And then I found out 6 tips that I want to share with you today on how I have used this knowledge and now have a business that I'm really proud of. So please stay tuned if you want to learn more about how you can use your self leadership to grow your business and the effort you need to put in. The first thing when I started out was that I joined a community and I learned skills like how to be on social media, how to do ads, how I share content, how I build a business page, and things like that. But it took a while until I realized that what did I do when I was a manager that I need to take with me to my business? And the first thing I want to share is look on your metrics. Start to work with evaluation. Every week, I plan a meeting with myself where I go back and look on the metrics to see how have I performed this week on my lives, on my content, on the emails that I have sent. How good has I been this week? What have worked? What didn't work? And what do I need to do different next week? And this really changed the way my business grew because then I learned what are working, what are not working. So if you haven't started already, start to evaluate what is working, what is not working, and what you need to do different. And as I told you, I realized that I needed some new skills. I thought I was quite good on social media, but it's a skill to have a business on social media. Should you be on your personal page? Should you be on your business page? Is everyone your prospect? Or do you talk to a special audience? And when I found out that instead of thinking about I'm talking to a lot of people when I'm going live, and instead think about that I talk to one person, to a friend who is not feeling that good, or burned out and hate her job and wants to do something different in her life. And when I started to talk like I was talking to her instead of talking to my whole group as a manager, things really change. So try to invest and take time to learn some new skills on how you can use push marketing to become pull marketing. Because a lot of us out there still use this push marketing. And with push marketing, I mean when you are pushing all your products out there, you are pushing out products, you are pushing out pictures of your company, and instead you should talk about the solutions to what your products solve and become a leader. Become how you have found out things about your products. So learn new skill sets. And one more thing with that, it has helped me to save time, because in the beginning I spent hours and hours on social media, and I was on Facebook and I was on Instagram and I was on TikTok, and I wrote different posts on different social medias. Then I learned how I could use a special program called Canva, and I could resize my pictures really easy, and I could reproduce my content on the different platforms. So there are so many tips to use smart in this digital world, but you need to learn the skill and you need to invest in them. The third tips I want to share with you, if you are having a business or you are in a business, you maybe are in a team, but you don't feel that comfortable with that team or your upline or your downlines. But what I started was I joined a community where we talk about how to grow your business online, learn the new skills, and how you can work with your leadership. We all work with the same kind of industry online, but we are not competing with each other about the products that we maybe sell or the opportunities that we are working with. We are a community where we learn the skill sets on how already 7, 8 figure earners have done this, and how we can do it the same way as they have done it instead of trial and error by myself. So join a community where you meet like-minded. When I started online and when I started with my business, I had a lot of friends. I still have a lot of friends, but they were not in this same industry or this way of growing a business online. So I needed to find new people to talk to so we could brainstorm together and see what was working and what was not working. And the next tip is actually combined with this, but you should really have a mentor. Try to find a person. There are some steps in front of you with where they are on their journey with their business, because you can learn a lot from a mentor, and they have only one thing they want to do. They want to see you succeed. They won't do the work for you. You need to do the work by yourself, but you will get help. They will ask the questions that help you to sort out everything in your brain when you're overwhelmed, and you find your own way to take the next step with your business. I have 2 more tips that I want to share with you tonight. And one is, it's quite obvious, but you are responsible for your thoughts, for your behavior, and the results you get. I think we know that, but I need to get reminded of that sometimes. And I hope you also feel like it's talking to you, even though you know it. And it's really here the self-leadership comes in. You are your own boss when you have your own company, and start acting like you have your company. Be that successful leader, even if you haven't reached the goal yet. You must start with your behaviors. And when you start with your behaviors, the results will come. So be the person that you want to be. Show up, share content, tell people about what you are doing, and help people. Because if you help people, they will reach out to you because you become their leader. They ask you questions that you can help them with. And when you then later on talk about your opportunity, they know, like, and trust you already. So think about that you take action. Do not avoid things and do them tomorrow. Think about, will you start one day or is this day one? I love that quote. Will you start one day or is this day one? So don't be negative and think bad about yourself if you haven't done all the things. Start today and reflect on what went wrong, what you need to do different, and how can you take action. I really did this before New Year's Eve. I was starting to think about, okay, what can I do different next year? And everything came back to the one and same thing. I love to learn new things. I think you do that as well. And I was actually stopped. I was in this learning mode. I learned new thing, more thing, but I forgot to implement them. And when you start learning things, I took a lot of notes, but I didn't take action to the things that I learned. So this year I made a promise to myself that I will take action on everything that I learned that is new. And one thing that I learned is I was online a lot. I did a lot of posts, but was I that consistent with going live? No, I wasn't. So I knew I need to do something different, and that is going live and share the things so you can see me, see who I am, not only a written post. So think about what you can do different, and think about, is you will start doing that one day, or is it today that is day one? And take actions on things that you know get results. It's of course important to learn new skills, but the first thing you need to do is to take actions so you get the results, because otherwise your business will never succeed or live long term as you want. The last tip I want to give to you is that to keep is a really bad or lose strategy. And what do I mean by this? It's so easy to think that you are busy and you're doing all those things, but if you don't evaluate them, if you don't look onto the metrics and you see that, okay, I have done all of these things, but is it working? No, it's not working. Then you need to do something different. And that is what I mean by keeping up to things that are not working. You need to do something else. So once again, use your self-leadership, evaluate yourself, and if you have failed, see the failure as a learning lesson and see what you can do different. So use your self-leadership and take action. Think about what's not working. Keep is a bad strategy. And take your metrics and celebrate when you see things that are working. So to evaluate is actually also an active choice. And you can choose not to evaluate. And I wish you all the best, that your business will grow anyway. But I have learned from my self experience that when I started to evaluate to see what things were working, my business really started to go in the direction that I wanted. If I can help you in any way, I love metrics, I love statistics. And as I told you in the beginning, I have been working as a leader for 25 years, and I work to give myself the self leadership that I used to give to my employees. So hopefully I can help you as well with some leadership skills for you to grow yourself or to grow your team. Because it's really good to have a team to grow your business online so you can scale your business, duplicate your business, and have the result and the time freedom and all the money that you want. I hope I gave you some thoughts today about what you can be thinking about when working with your self leadership. Take action. You are your own boss. And I will see you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Take care, and I wish you all a great day, great night, or a great afternoon or morning, wherever you are. Bye.